Well, welcome to Manifestation Mondays with Marcy. I'm Marcy Newman, and today we'll be talking about something that I call muddy waters. Now, muddy waters, what does that have to do with manifestation? And let's just start with what do I mean by that? To me, muddy waters is a fantastic metaphor for muddy energy. Energy that is unclear and is contaminated with all of these beliefs and thought processes that take any possibility of you manifesting what your heart is yearning for. You don't stand a chance. And one of these things that I find comes up very often with people that I'm speaking with is that they have a different belief system for themselves as they do for other people. So, how does it play out? Well, let's take, for example, if you're out shopping and you know you need to buy a gift for someone, and you are looking around, and you come across something. You say, "Oh my God, I love this so much." But you quickly talk yourself out of it and instead say, "Well, you know what? Maybe I'll buy this for my friend and then I'll be able to borrow it when I need it." Or conversely, you are wanting something for yourself and wanting to buy something for your friend, and you're out shopping and you decide to buy it for yourself because you go through this whole litany of why your friend won't appreciate it or your friend doesn't really deserve it. It's way too good for your friend. So I give you these two scenarios because both of them are scenarios that you may have actually experienced at one time or another. And I want to talk with you about the ramifications of the energy when what you are doing is out of alignment with the energy that's necessary for you to manifest your own heart's desires. So, did you ever come across somebody who is constantly putting other people before themselves? What kind of life do they live? Is it one of great abundance and prosperity? Typically not. Typically, it's a life where they are constantly, because they are putting other people in front of them, that these people live without. They don't either buy what their hearts are yearning for, or they don't go through the manifestation process because at the core of that, they don't believe that they are worthy of it. And so we start to look at these energies and how they create literally murky or muddy waters. These are energies that the universe cannot read in anything other than they don't want this. So we are constantly being given these opportunities to rise up for ourselves. Now, you might be saying, wait a second, Marcy, what do you mean rise up for ourselves? Isn't it better to give than to receive? Well, in some cases, that may be true. But for the most part, if you are neglecting yourself, if you are depriving yourself of your heart's yearnings, depriving yourself of things that you would actually like to have, and instead are looking to either impress or provide for somebody else because innately you believe that though they are more valuable than you are, that they deserve it more than you do, what you're actually doing is eroding the relationship between your conscious mind and your higher self. And the problem with that is that both of those levels of consciousness must be aligned in order for you to bring into your life the abundant energy that you are meant to be living in. So, what does it feel like when you're going through these processes of either trying to talk yourself out of something or talk yourself into something at the cost either of yourself or someone else? What you're doing is that you are creating a separation between your heart and your mind, which is quite common, but it's also a separation between your heart and the higher aspect of you that knows that you deserve whatever it is that your heart desires. You know, we all think that we buy materialistic things, or we want too much, or, you know, we take too much pleasure out of the things that we have, and that it somehow is a reflection on our lack of appreciation for it. And I want you to know that that is not absolutely true. That there are plenty of people in this world who have great appreciation for their abundance, for their prosperity. They feel abundant all the time. And these are people that some of them live very opulent lives, and some of them live very simple lives. There are no like pure case scenarios where we are seeing this as anything other than pure enjoyment of life. I think we forget sometimes that our lives are meant to be abundant. They are meant to be abundant. They are meant for us to be enjoying all the things around us. And yes, if that also requires that we purchase things, even if they're extravagant, what it means is that we are stepping into the abundance. We're recognizing that it's there for us. But we very often have these childhood programs, right? And a lot of them are religiously based. In fact, you might be thinking right now about some of the beliefs that you have yourself concerning money and abundance. Actually, manifestation of any kind. We are constantly conflicted unless we are fully aligned with our value, our worth, and our deservedness to live an abundant life. I mean, let's face it. How enjoyable would it be to walk into a forest and for there to be just one tree? It's not going to be fun, and it's not going to be rewarding at all. You're not going to feel like you are surrounded by the energy of the forest, which is there to nourish and nurture you. And that's the issue when you try to live so small that you're not tuned in, you're not tapped into the abundance. And again, very often we see how this plays out by our relationship to ourselves and our relationship to others. So, as I said early on, whether you believe that your friend is more deserving of something than you are, you have eroded the relationship with yourself. If you believe that you're more deserving than your friend is, you have eroded your sense of self. So, when we start to recognize everything in life is all about our relationships, the greatest relationship that is worthy of our attention, our reflection, is the relationship that we have with ourselves. and asking ourselves, how much muddy water are we putting out there? How unclear are our desires and the energy that we're giving to the universe so that it can respond to us? So these muddy waters can clear. They can be cleared. And they will do so the moment that you come into alignment with your own worth, your value, and accepting that you are here to celebrate the abundance and the prosperity of this world. And so it is not only your responsibility to manifest it, it is actually your obligation, because it is in your manifestation that you are truly celebrating your alignment and your support by the universe. So I'm going to leave that with you today. And I do hope that you'll take it to heart. I hope that you will really start to look at your relationship with yourself and ask the questions about the energy that you're putting out, and do whatever it takes to take a step closer to recognizing your worth, your value, and your deservedness to be living life exactly as you would like to. You're in charge. So, with that, I'm going to leave you an affirmation. And of course, it begins with I am. I am the creator of all of my experiences. I am meant for my creations to be a full expression of the abundance and prosperity of this universe. I am the source of all my heart's desires. Okay, I'll leave that with you until next week. And remember to join me on the last Tuesday of every month, where I have a live workshop where you can get all of your questions answered, and we can dive deeper into all of these concepts of manifesting and, of course, loving yourself all along the way. So join me for Self-Love Shifts workshops. I'll leave the link for you below, and I hope to see you there. Bye-bye.